What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow, like always, chilling with those two little guys, Averno, Atlantes. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Big Elbow. Comic hauls are what I do for the most part. My style of collecting is quality first. I want comics that are good, stories and art that I like. First and foremost, because I like to read. I like reading comics. Big money books really don't have much value to me, and except to sell them and buy more comics that I actually like. And there are some cases though where there are key comics that I want because I want them. They're comics that I want to read and have in my collection. I don't really give a shit that they're, how much money they're worth. So I look for ways to go about getting those kind of comics by way of reprints, whatever way I can get the best quality that is closest to what the original was like. So that said, welcome. Those of you who are not new to my channel, welcome back. You already know what's up with me. I like those cheap comics and I like those good comics. So I went to the Bakersfield Comic Con in November, which is one of my favorite cons of the year, because it's only about an hour away from where I live, and it's still small enough where there's a lot of good stuff, and it's still small enough where it's not carried away. Still mostly comic centric, good old fashioned con. All right, so with that said, let's get into it. I'm gonna have to probably break this into two hauls. To my indie fans, sorry guys, there just wasn't much going that way. So it's going to be pretty mainstream this time. So let's get into it. I'm going to show these kind of in the order of the vendors that I bought them from. So these were 50-cent books that I found at one vendor. This is Orion number 5. This is the Walter Simonson series. I started buying these issues because of... That's number 5. This is number 7. I started buying these with the intent of just going after the ones with the backups, the Tales of the New Gods, because they have a bunch of great creators doing these backup stories on the Tales of the New Gods. But since I've been finding them for cheap, I said, fuck it, I'm just trying. It's a 24 issue run, I think, somewhere around there. But anyway, this one has a backup tale by Howard Chaykin. So like I said, I've been because I like Walter Simonson anyways, so I'm like, if I find them cheap, I'm just going to grab them and probably end up putting this whole run together at some point. And then here's another one. It's cool seeing these Kirby characters drawn by Walter Simonson. Very different styles, but between Kirby and Simonson, but still both styles I enjoy quite a bit. That's number 9. Here's number 14. That does look quite Kirby-ish though, but the fingers are more round instead of those flat, fat fingers that Kirby draws. Anyways, that's 14. Again, these were all 50-cent books, and this one seems to have been drawn by John Byrne, where the rest are just all Walter Simonson. There's number 17. Number 18, and this one has a backup by the Tales of the New Gods backup by Al Milgrom and Klaus Janson. And then this is just run filler. I don't know why I started grabbing these. Tales of the Unexpected featuring the Spectre. I like the Eric Battle art. David Lapham's a good writer. I think I might have started getting these because of the backup story by Azzarello and Chang. But now that I got them, I keep grabbing them. I think there's 8 issues. There's 2. Here's number 3. So I probably have at least 5 out of 8. And here's a question. The question number 36. I could have grabbed more issues. I probably should have, but I don't want to just spend all my money on one thing. That's the last issue in the series. O'Neill writing, Dennis Cohen drawing. With it, I've read like probably the first 8 issues of that series, and I enjoyed it. Now I'm like I don't know. I guess I'm gonna try and get the whole series at some point. Except that Rorschach issue, I sold it. Shit, I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing with this question run. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have sold that issue. I mean, I bought it for 50 cents, and they had more. I should have bought 2 of them and kept one. Anyways, that was at the time when it was kind of hot, so I sold it. This is the question quarterly. I think there's like 6 of these, and I have probably about 4. And this is just a bunch of different artists on it. This one has Joe Quesada, Mike Mignola, Mike Manley, I think. Man, my eyes are bad. Mark Badger, Mike Barron. Oh, I know that person. Shay Anton Pensa. She drew they drew the Butcher. Here's a Vigilante run filler. I'm working on this run. Vigilante. This one looks like it has static in it, which is pretty cool. And the Titans, it looks like. Death Trap Part 2. Then I got these. I'm putting together this little arc of Sandman Mystery Theater. This is number 6, which is part of the story? Part 2 of 4. This has the John Watkiss art, and here's number 7. In case if you're unfamiliar with John Watkiss, I'm trying to think what does he draw that most people would know. I can't even think of it actually, really, but if you look at what his stuff looks like. He's another guy, somewhat kind of reminds me of a John Paul Leon type, Tommy Edwards. They do a lot of where they spot the blacks, heavy shadows. I'm trying to find something cool in here. Like everything looks so simple, like the shapes and the shadows is just really well done. Anyway, yeah, John Watkiss. I'm trying to think what other books does he draw that I've been buying. I think there's a series called Trigger, and shit, I can't remember. So that was all the DC stuff from that vendor. And then I got a couple of Dark Horse, Grendel Devil's Reign. I'm putting together this run. It's 7 issues. Here's 5. Here's 6 of 7. And this is Matt Wagner and Tim Sale, which sounds like a pretty sweet team to me. And then this is just another. Again, these are all 50 cents. The Fist of Justice. I have another issue of it, like issue number 0. I'm really surprised it went to 30 issues. It's digital web. I don't know if this is one of those ones where you pay to print. Like, I know you pay to print for everything, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what those websites are called where they'll print your comics and shit. Anyways, yeah, because I never see these for sale anywhere, but I like the art in this. So I grabbed it, especially for 50 cents. So that was that vendor with the 50-cent books. And this vendor had, his books were $1 each, or 15 for 10, whatever that comes out to, like 60-something cents, I think. Anyway, so I think I got like 17 books, and he just charged me 10. This is The Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. Black Label, Frank Miller, but Raphael Grandpa drawing. I grabbed that. I already have it, but it's fucking awesome. So I grabbed one to share with my buddy War.lock. Be sure to check out his channel, link in the description. I don't think he has one, so I grabbed it for him. Because at that fucking price, you know, you can't just let it sit there. Again, if you haven't checked that out, that's really good. The art is just awesome. And then this is more run filler, Justice Society of America. These sweet Alex Ross covers. Again, there's a Sandman, that version of Sandman, the gas mask wearing one, not the emo guy or goth guy. So yeah, for like I said, like 60 cents. And then this was, if anybody knows what the fuck this is, let me know, because I found this series. I know what series it is, but that cover I have never seen before. And yeah, I never seen that cover. I don't know what the fuck it is, if it's a variant or like ratio and all that shit that I don't know about. And it looks like it's signed. And that, to me, that looks like ROOTH, or maybe an N, but it looks like an H to me, or even a 4. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know who. Again, if anybody knows, hit me in the comments, because I'm curious. And what does it go for, if anyone knows also? But I like Shadow Man. I'm a fan of Shadow Man, so for that price I grabbed it, because I haven't read that series. I've read pretty much all the other series except that one. And then I got this Caliber Presents, now 64 pages, featuring Fringe and Blow. And this is the main reason I got it, a James O'Barr sketchbook. Shout out to the big SG. It also has the Crow preview. Yeah, no, he's a big James O'Barr fan. Let me see here. Let's take a look at this sketchbook real quick. Oh, that tape is not good for that bag. I think this bag's gonna get shit canned. Right, so let's see. We'll find the sketchbook. Oh, here we go. SG, I'm sure you probably already got this in your... Oh, by the way, SG is the Sequential Geek. Be sure to check out his channel. He's always got some good shit going. Cool stuff in here. It is very sketchy. Good. James O'Barr drawing some Star Trek. And then there's a preview for issue number 5. So that's cool. Again, for less than $1, I'm gonna take that every time. And then the rest of them were all Marvel. I got this one, kind of a mistake. I was trying to get all the Kieran Grant issues of Iron Man. MyComicShop.com has this issue listed as having Kieran Grant work on it. I don't see it, unless maybe he just did the... No, he didn't do the... Oh yeah, I think maybe he just did the cover. And then I got these, which are nice because they're all right here. Forgive me if these are out of order, but I can't find the fucking number on it. I just know that there's only 3 issues of it. This is called The Mighty Thor Godstorm. I did not know this was a thing. My man Steve Rude on art. Kurt Busiek is a good writer. So I figured, why not? It's going to be worth it just for the art, at least, for that price. And again, I don't know if that's issue 1 or what issue it is, but there's one issue. Here's another issue. And here's another issue. So that's always nice when you can get when you can get all three, I mean, when you can get the complete story in one swoop. So that's always a nice thing. Here's Thor Volume 2 that I've been working on. At first, I was collecting all the... I was just collecting the John Romita Jr. issues, but since I closed that out, basically, I figure I might as well fill in the few issues that he didn't do, because they're cheap anyways. So this one, Jurgens, and it says Ryan and Jansen, so I'm not... Cover doesn't look bad, but anyways, so that's just a run filler. And then after his run wrapped up, there was a few issues that looked cool to me because they're Eric Larson, who I'm a fan of. I'm also a fan of the Wrecking Crew, especially, you know, when he goes against Thor. He's always bragging about how he went toe-to-toe with Thor. I'm also a fan of the Warriors 3, so that's a win all the way around. There's 28. Oh, I should have shown this one first. This is 27. Absorbing Man, who I also like. So I was like, yeah, if they're going to do a couple issues after the Romita run by Eric Larson, I'll pick them up for cheap. I think I have one more issue, but it's a different guy. Shit, I forgot that guy's name, but that shit looked pretty cool too. Got some issues of Cap. I'm a big Cap fan. And when I see a character that I like by an artist that I like and even a writer that I like, I buy it. So Captain America by McNiven and Brubaker. I don't know why I didn't already have this. There's number 4. Here's number 5. So I got to seek out the rest of those issues. I wonder what Kevin Cawley does on that. Is there a backup story or something? I can't imagine he's doing inks. That's alright, fuck it. What time? What are we going? 17 minutes? I got time. We got a couple books left anyways. It looks like Kevin Cawley did some pencils in here too. I bet you when I look at it, I'll be able to tell who did what, because their drawing doesn't look particularly alike, unless maybe he does it to try and maybe he tries to make it look the same so you can't notice. So anyway, there's 4 and 5. I grabbed this Incredible Hulk. 2 reasons. Liam Sharp art, and the other reason is Man-Thing, who's, since watching the Werewolf by Night, has gotten my interest a little bit, especially when he's drawn by certain artists, Liam Sharp being one of them. I think he draws a pretty damn good Man-Thing. I think there's a Man-Thing mini-series out there by Liam Sharp that I want to kind of look for, and he draws a fucking pretty crazy looking Hulk, man. Like, I don't like it as much as my Dale Keown Hulk, but goddamn, those are some good back muscles, man. Like, pretty good. And then, like I was talking about, certain issues that, you know, are keys that I'm not going to find in the dollar bin, but I might find a nice, good reprint. Classic X-Men is a great alternative to some of those pricier old X-Men issues, because it's printed on that same stock of paper and using the old. It's still in that time, because these came out in the 80s, I think, and it's still in that old, you know, they're using the old coloring techniques, not the digital coloring. So this is Classic X-Men number 4, which is a reprint of issue 96. And then Machine Man number 8, The Living Robot. Kirby book for less than $1. I'll take it. I really like the Machine Man series by the one that Barry Windsor Smith drew. I'm sure this is nothing like, they're not much alike, but I mean, it's a Kirby book for fucking less than $1. I'm gonna take it. It looks cool to me anyways. I like that cover. And the last book was a $5 trade paperback of the Inhumans. I've always been curious about this series. I'm a big Jay Lee fan. Badass cover. I've always wondered about this, even though I have zero interest in the Inhumans. That this series always looked good to me. Always looked interesting to me. Always had my attention. I have no idea. I remember back when it came out, people spoke highly of it. You know, everyone said it was good. So for $5, a nice thick book, I guess I'll finally find out for myself as I throw it on a stack of other trade paperbacks and graphic novels that I haven't fucking read yet. My to read shit is out of control, but hey, I'm building the library here, and I can say all the books that I have, I might not have read them, but I do want to read them, and that's good enough for me. If I don't get around to reading them all before the end of my life, I'm okay with that. Like I said, it's part of my library, showing off my exquisite taste in fine things. So when my kids, grandkids, whoever look through my shit, they'll be like, damn, Dad or Grandpa, he had some good taste, man. This guy knew what the fuck was going on. Anyways, that's it. So that was Bakersfield Comic Con 2022. I got I'm gonna have to do a second part because these videos, when they go over 20 minutes, for me they take forever to upload using the shit that I use. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, congratulations, you also have great taste. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone has happy holidays. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. I'm gonna upload this before Christmas. So again, happy holidays, everyone. Happy New Year. Be safe. Be kind to one another. And again, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, question, all that good stuff. I really appreciate that people that take the time to do that. And like I always say, get off the internet, read some fucking comics.